Hey guys, Eddie here from Deline Property. Today I want to do a really quick video. The topic today is generalizing the property market and having the idea that Australia is one property market, right? My thoughts and opinions, once again this is just from my experience, my thoughts, my opinions with investing in property over the years. A lot of people I hear will say the Australian property market is too expensive, the property market's gone up, it's not a good investment, etc, etc. Some people might say it's an amazing investment, some people might say it won't, but basically what they're doing is they're generalising all Australia as one property market. For me, what I've learned over the years is that every single state in Australia is a different property market. So, and every single different property market has different sub-markets within that as well that are doing different things at different times. So this is just from my experience what I've learned. But if you speak to a lot of professional property investors and people that own a lot of property and people within the markets and in real estate and all that kind of stuff that are successful property investors, pretty much all of them will say the same thing. Australia has different property markets, right? So when people say the property market's too expensive or it's too hard to get in the market, from my opinion, you first got to really understand what property market they're talking about. I live in Sydney, and some people say that property prices are really high within Sydney. That's okay to say, but if you're going to generalise all of Australia, I personally don't agree with it, because you can buy properties in other capital cities such as like Queensland, around Brisbane, the Gold Coast, Adelaide, Tasmania, in Perth, all that kind of stuff. So you can buy properties still very, very cheap. You can buy properties within, I'll give you an example, you can buy property within 25 minutes of Adelaide for $100,000. You can buy for $100,000, $150,000, $200,000, $250,000. You can buy properties 20 to 30 minutes from Brisbane CBD for $150,000. You can buy a townhouse or a unit. You can buy a house for $230,000, $250,000, 20 minutes from Brisbane. You could buy Gold Coast, properties for $200,000, whether it's a townhouse or unit. You could buy a house for say $350,000, $400,000. Houses 45 minutes from Sydney CBD, you can still get for $400,000. Some under that, you can still get houses 45 minutes from Sydney for $380,000. As of 2018, when I shoot this video, you can still buy properties, in Tasmania within half an hour out for $200,000 and under. Whether it's a townhouse, a unit, or a house, it just depends on the quality and all that kind of stuff. So I guess what I'm trying to say, when people say the property market's too expensive, you've got to actually, look at the different markets within Australia and, think differently, I guess. What I did with building my property portfolio, I never limited myself just to one property market, right? Because I grew up in Western Sydney, but yet my first property that I bought was an hour north of Sydney, an hour and a half north of Sydney. So that was about almost 2 hours from where I lived. And the reason why I bought that, because at the time, there's a lot of different factors into it, but basically, it was the only thing I could afford. And the only thing that made sense in terms of rental yield and all that other kind of stuff. So I guess in short, I definitely think that you shouldn't limit yourself to where you're looking to invest. I think I've invested in lots of other states that I don't live in. I live in Sydney, and I bought, in this New South Wales Central Coast, at an hour and a half north of Sydney. And then I've also bought in Queensland, I bought in Brisbane, Gold Coast, Cairns, Adelaide, all over Australia. So yeah, I hope that changes your mindset a little bit about that. And yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you next video. Bye.